Hello, class. How's everybody doing today? I'd like to start off with asking you a question. When you think of marijuana, what comes to mind? In today's society, is marijuana still considered to be a gateway drug? Research after research and studies after studies continues to show us the positive side effects that it has on the human body. A few of these would be depression, anxiety, seizures, things of these sorts. Did you know that 18% of all human population suffers from anxiety? Anxiety can cause numerous different things for the human body, such as vomiting, not being able to eat, being restless, not able to sleep at all. And 36% of the human body that suffers from anxiety gets treated. Within the last few years, since medical marijuana has become legal in states across the United States, you've seen more people go and get treated for this. And the cure for anxiety has become oil treatments, which is another form of marijuana. So there's been research shows there's enough conclusive evidence that marijuana does treat anxiety, and we're finding that that doctors are prescribing patients with this as a number one option. Depression is the number one disability disorder worldwide, as it affects 264 million people. After doing all my research after research, I've come to the conclusion and facts that marijuana and depression are in fact linked, more so in a positive way. Obviously, you have your studies that try to tell you otherwise, but if you really look into it, you'll never find one record of anyone ever being harmed from marijuana. And what I mean by this is you've never seen anyone hospitalized from smoking it. You've never seen an overdose case. So what's really interesting about depression and marijuana is that so scientists have actually found that a brain chemical called endocannabinoids, when unbalanced, can cause depression, and something in marijuana is like the makeup balance for this chemical, which heals depression. The biggest eye-opener for me throughout this whole research is what I came across when I researched seizures and marijuana and how they're connected. I found numerous of studies with children who have epilepsy, which causes seizures, found that these families were taking their children to different doctors across the world to see what can be done and what can be cured. And the latest studies show that marijuana is the number one leading treatment for these symptoms. There's been studies that you can find with children who, as soon as they smoke marijuana, seizures have stopped and no longer happen. You may not like it, but you can't ignore the facts that lay before your eyes. Marijuana is becoming the cure to a lot of problems us humans face on a daily basis, with anxiety, depression, and seizures leading the way. If you're unfamiliar with the subject, I think this would be a great time for you to get familiar with the subject, as this is something that could be beneficial to you or beneficial to someone close to you. This is also something that I say within the next 10 years is potentially able to be legalized in all 50 states throughout the U.S. I really appreciate your time. I hope you learned something from this. And I just thank you. Have a good day.